Coach, they're going to look like a much different team tonight than the last time you saw them. What are you expecting?
Well, they're obviously a very, very veteran team. Clearly, the last time we played against them, they sat 5 guys. The first time we played them, Kevin didn't play. So this is probably the first time where, both rosters will be together and playing. Obviously it's a great home court they have here. They're very, very veteran. They have a lot of experience. I think defending the three-point line is going to be important. Defending a lot of their movement and actions will be important. And then, us generating, good shots on the offensive end of the floor.
Kevin said after the last game that you guys put in a couple plays to deal with their zone literally right before the game. What did you think about the way your team handled that situation and being able to execute against that?
I thought we did a really good job in the first half. I thought with what happened with Russell, I think I've mentioned that it was an unfortunate situation. But it kind of was a strange game. After that first half, we were up by 20 or whatever it was, or got in the third quarter up by 20, 25. And, we played really, really well, I thought, offensively in that first half, and we were a little bit stagnant. But I think anytime you take a guy like Russell off the floor for our team, it's going to look a little bit different with as good as he is.
Since you have seen them, overall, how are you feeling about the way you're playing, especially at the defensive end?
I think we're getting better, and I understand there's going to be ebbs and flows. One of the things I think about improvement is that sometimes improvement is, you kind of go up, you take a step back, you kind of go up, and it's, it's just the way it is. It's never ever just like this steady climb straight up all the time. And I think coming out of game 40, these guys have been very, very conscientious about trying to get better in the areas we need to improve. And I think the last 3 or 4 games, our defense has taken a positive jump, a significant jump in the right direction. And we need to keep building on that. That's not to say that we could have a game or a half or a moment or some time where we take a little bit of a step back, but we're going to need to then make that next jump. And I think over the last few weeks, these guys have been, I think, pretty intentional, pretty mindful of figuring out the areas we need to improve in. So we've gotten better, but again, I still think we can improve.
Your steals are